On this episode, we're going to be talking about the very highly anticipated return of the Misfits home to New Jersey on May 19th, 2018. We've been talking about it here on our live feeds for weeks, if not months by now. And we, of course, were fortunate enough to go to the Prudential Center that night in the rain, in the murky-ass May weather in New Jersey. What the fuck's going on with weather? But it was still a great time had by all. They packed the Prudential Center. What better than a homecoming for the Misfits than to pack out a stadium in their home state?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody kind of knew it was going to happen. They had to come and play the East Coast and, bring it back home to where it all started. And it was incredible to see, the fan base just gather outside of the arena. And I got to be honest, I've been to hundreds and hundreds of concerts. And the Misfits at the Prudential Center was the first time I ever saw what was like heavy metal parking lot to me.
Yes.
It was literally a social gathering of people where everybody was like, oh, hey, it's awesome to see you. And people were taking pictures with each other.
Horror punk parking lot.
And yeah, horror punk parking lot. And it was like people were taking pictures with each other and everybody was standing in line just totally excited. And everybody was happy. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was like, oh, this is so great. And everybody was talking about the Misfits and what songs they're gonna play and the stage and the opening bands and the merch being outside was kind of unbelievable. That was one of the first times I've seen that too, where it's like, so like everybody's seeing the Crimson Ghost up there on the merch thing, and everybody's excited about they get the glow in the dark poster and the shirts and everybody's just all super excited. Everybody was so happy. There was just this vibe in the air of like just true happiness. And you don't see that at concerts. Like I said, I've been to hundreds of concerts, and usually
everybody just keeps to themselves.
Yeah, stands in line, waits.
Yeah, they might run into some people that they know, but it just goes to show that there is a big community that absolutely loves the Misfits, and definitely shout out to Maurice, Devilman, for kind of creating an online community that I think really fueled the fact that everybody was so happy to see each other. And of course, there's a lot of other groups online that are in support of the Misfits and Danzig and all those other projects. But
the Seventh House.
Yeah, the Seventh House is a huge driving force, and he definitely really created a community for all of us online. It was really cool to see everybody out and hanging out and taking pictures, and like you said, it's to see that kind of a reaction outside of a concert. You don't see that.
No, you never see that. It was very cool to see, and just how happy everybody was. That was the cool part of it. Nobody was fighting, nobody was pissed, nobody was throwing bottles. Everybody was so happy to be there. Everybody was just like, I can't believe I'm about to finally see this. It was a dream come true for so many different people who didn't get a chance to see them.
People flew in from all over the world for this. That's another thing that I don't think people realize either. I mean, you can say whatever you want about punk or horror punk and it being dead and all this, which fuck you, Eddie Trunk. I'm just going to put that out there. You don't know punk. Stick to your fucking hair bands. But the point is, this band just packed the Prudential Center in a genre that's been underground for pretty much ever.
Yeah.
But yet there's people flying from around the world.
Yep.
Spending their life savings on coming to New Jersey to see their favorite band that they've waited decades to see. And you could feel that in the air. There was something special at that concert.
Absolutely. And not only before, but also after, too. When the show was over, everybody was just as happy, like, I just got to see the Misfits. It was such a gratifying experience for so many people. And it was very cool. I mean, I got to say, I didn't catch, I was outside trying to get the glow-in-the-dark poster. That was my...
We got it. You could see it there.
We got it. That was my priority. But at the end of the day, I didn't get a chance to see the first two bands because of that reason. I was like, I got to have that poster. I just got to have it. And the lines were long, and so I did miss Harley. I didn't see it, and I also didn't see Murphy's Law, unfortunately.
We did see
but I did
Suicidal
catch,
Tendencies.
Yes, and Suicidal Tendencies, they killed it.
Brandon on drums. Oh my God, that kid can play.
He's such an amazing drummer. He's for me, he's one of the best drummers, and probably of all time. The kid's a beast.
He's just watching him play
he's incredible.
In a trance just watching him play.
Yeah, and first saw him play with Doyle, and he's played with so many people, since those days, but now doing that Suicidal show, he's just what an incredible drummer. But the whole band brought it. They were perfect as a good opening band. I would have loved to see Yeah, well, either
Or
off
Flag.
or Flag. Yeah, I would have loved to see Keith Morris up there fucking killing it. I think he should have. I think that would have been, you know, and we've talked about this. We both were on the same page with that one. That would have been awesome, but it wasn't. It was Suicidal, and that's still cool. Suicidal brought their A game to that show.
They
knew they had to deliver. I'm sure that was, you know,
Crowd loved
an important show for them too, and the crowd loved it. They ate it up, and then when it was time for the Misfits to come on, it was like that. You know, the pumpkins lit up and the intro music played, which I thought was great. That you know, that little spooky, you know, horror intro they did and come out with Death Comes Rippin', and it was like the place just went absolutely crazy. And, you know, for the whole show, the lights, the stage show, the screens in the backdrop, Jason did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
You know.
Kudos, Jake. You know those cool things that you see on behind the Misfits on the screen and all the lights and how much more that adds to the show on the incredible, you know, performance that the band puts on? That's Jason, so definitely props to him.
Gemini. Is it Gemini?
Gemini.
Gemini Lights and Sound, just incredible, super
Absolutely
amazing job. That stage show is one of the best stage shows I've ever seen in my life. They that added so much to what was going on that stage.
Perfect atmosphere.
The two giant pumpkins, the screens, everything just absolutely was incredible. And they delivered the goods, man. You know, they came out, they knew they had to deliver, and they did. They brought their A game to the show. It was killer. It was great to see them. You know, we saw them at Riot Fest in Chicago, which was also a great show, amazing. And you know, seeing them in their home state was amazing. They just absolutely brought the A game. They killed it. And you know, we're hoping that there's going to be some more shows. They like to keep everybody in suspense. That's the one thing the Misfits do. They don't want to tell you
always
shit.
been shrouded in mystery, and they're not
keep it that
breaking
way.
character.
That's right. It's always a mystery with that band, and which some people love, some people hate. It's like the new fucking Halloween trailer. It's like, come on, man, is this going to happen yet or what? You know.
Love to tease.
But there's some good word on the street that there's going to be some more shows, and we're all hoping.
Well, we never know for sure, but we always have hope.
That's true. It'll happen. Come on. It's too big.
They're too good. They're too good not to.
And so it's great to see them back up there, you know, seemingly having a great time playing with each other. And, you know, there's fist bumps all around. They're a bunch of Italians. That's what they do.
But I mean, it was a great show too. And you figure, I mean, the age that these guys are, they have more energy than kids that are up there playing today. Jerry's running across the stage, sliding on his knee pads. Like, he literally would slide across the stage. Where we were sitting, we were up we're kind of on the side of the stage, on Jerry's side, up about like 15 rows. But I mean, our view was absolutely incredible. And Jerry would just get this run start and just hit his knees and just slide across, and he'd end up behind Doyle. It was so fucking cool. And Glenn's up there. He's jumping on the monitors. He's stepping on the speakers out in front. Like, he's reaching out to people as they're breaking down the barricades. It was, and Doyle's over on the other side beating the shit out of his guitar. You got AC Slade rocking the fuck out. Dave Lombardo's killing it. I mean, it was absolutely magical experience.
And for a good portion of the show, most of the people did follow in line. They didn't rip open their Yonda pouches. But at the end of the day, some of us, it was too big of a show to not document, man. What are you gonna tell you?
To quote Glenn himself, we don't mind if you take a picture too, just don't make a fucking career of it.
Yeah, well.
And I think after that, many a Yonder pouches were, if they weren't already, chewed through, keyed through, whatever the case may have been.
Exactly. It was necessary to chew through your Yonda pouch to get that thing out, just to document it a little bit.
You need something to take home.
A few photos and something to just capture the moment. It was that important, and I can understand why it was that important for the fans. This is something people waited their entire lives for, and with them keeping the suspense so high, saying, hey, and Glenn even said on stage, maybe we'll see you again, maybe we won't. It's like leaving people with that. People are sitting in the crowd going, you know what, fuck this, I might never see this again. Chew through the fucking couch and got to get those shots. And I can understand why, and I'm guilty of it. I don't give a shit. It was necessary. It was incredible. And, just seeing them do the, run through the songs, and there was some cool moments on stage for sure. Glenn definitely doing what Glenn does. I liked seeing him. He came out to the audience a lot more than I had seen at
the
last
audience
show.
was coming to him.
Yeah,
the barricades where it started off like straight. It started to bulge in the center as I mean, we've been in the Misfits pit before, but to comfortably watch it from a seat was definitely a different experience. But seeing just the passion and just like how excited people were just reaching out for Glenn and just seeing this barricade, like almost just, and they were literally, some of the security guys were actually having to hold the barricade together.
Yeah.
That's how. But Glenn was still like reaching out, which was cool.
Yeah, and seeing him, you know, interacting so much with the crowd, putting the mic out, knowing people are screaming, you know, their hearts out these songs, and you know, he's always got them one-liners that he throws out. You know, one of the shows, it was like, you know, I like my fucking pumpkins.
That was Chicago.
You know,
I think he said it in Denver too.
There was those. I mean, he's always got those great one-liners that he throws out and stuff, which is always cool. And you know, seeing Jerry, you know, he came out with the red bass
at the end
that he played just during She, and dedicated it to his daughter because he was giving his daughter the bass after the show. I thought that was great. Doyle seemed to be having a great time, which is always cool to see Doyle enjoying himself doing what he does, and you know, just Glenn up there, you know, having fun with the audience the way that only Glenn can do. I'm pretty sure there was only one Glenn thread about slicing someone's throat open or something, but it's Glenn.
It happens every show.
It's every show. He was a little less violent this time. There was no, you know, there was only that one particular moment, and but it just a great fun night all around for everybody involved. Absolutely incredible to see the guys back, and everybody had an awesome time. I saw no fights. I saw, at least outside, the pit looked like a fucking zoo, but at least outside, everybody was just, once the show was over, everybody was just like standing around again, taking pictures with each other. The community showing how strong the Danzig fan community is. It's just awesome. It's a rare thing in this day and age. Everybody's everything's social media, everybody's online, but there was none of that. This was like, hey man, you know,
the real community.
Yeah,
everybody's recognizing each other.
It's like, oh yeah, what'd you think? You know, talking about the show, talking about the songs, talking about how fun it was and how they hope it happens again. Oh man, I got this shirt and it was, I got the post. Did you get the post? Oh, what number did you get? Oh, I got number 394. I wonder who got 138.
Yeah,
you know,
and everybody's talking about like, oh, I hear there's an after party, and like, telling people where it is. Like everybody first start off as a whisper. By the time we had left the place, everybody's yelling, you know, are you going to Reds? And we're like, I thought this was a fucking secret.
Yeah, it was great.
But of course it was bad.
such a fun night, absolutely incredible, and you know, I'm sure I can speak for all fans, you know, who were there. We're all hoping it happens again. We hope that's not the only time, and so hopefully it won't be. But we captured a little bit of footage.
Outside.
Outside. At least that we're going to share. We're gonna show it right here, and show you, you know, just what a little bit of like the lines and just the people in general who we happen to capture for a few minutes, and then a little bit of the after show and stuff like that. So if you were there and you happen to see us, then we saw you, and so now you'll see yourself again. And we caught a little bit of the vibe, and that was kind of why we wanted to film it, was just to capture a little bit of that energy that was there outside.
Bottle it up, because it was just cool. It was magical.
All right, so that's it. So we're going to show you this video clip showing the fans and stuff outside the show at the Prudential Center, May 19th, 2018. And again, I'm sure we speak for everybody that we hope that this happens again, and because as two lifelong Misfits fans, we need it. We need a little bit more. So, it's not enough yet.
Never enough.
So, and again, the guys are absolutely killing it. So, let's hope for some more. In the meantime, Glenn Danzig is doing some summer shows, which is great. Let's hope for some more.
Yes.
We're hoping for more. He's going to also do some.
Elvis stuff is coming up next as well.
Yep. Let's talk that's the next released project.
Next Danzig release.
Is the Elvis thing, and Doyle is got 5,000 dates coming up, so you can
most likely, no matter where you are in the world, Doyle is coming to you.
That's right.
So, you know, like we've said before, go see the show, buy the meet and greet. It's totally worth it. You'll thank us later. And the new record's really killer too. And
Jerry's quiet, so that's what's going on. So let's hope that once Doyle, you know, completes that tour, Glenn completes his tour, maybe there can be talk of another little Misfits run of dates, but we'll see. And so that's gonna do it for us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this footage, and yeah, that's gonna do it. That's our review of the show. So check out this footage and stay tuned to the channel. Click right there on Floating Pumpkin to subscribe, and we'll see you.
I already have that one.
I know. The highlights.
Oh, somebody's getting the last poster.
This poster?
Yep, it's coming down right now. Just took it down.
George's. He's got 5 little stones. 5 little stones. Yeah. Just saying that, you know, be behind me.
You know where? Or is it back the other way? Go down this way. See what they got.
Hi.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. One of us gonna run into you.
My friends, but they need to. We all
Nice.
Sold out 2 years ago. Everybody's trying to do it again.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man?
White shirts and shit. What it is. I just lost the GA. You should have said GA. No problem. Any extra tickets? Oh boy. I just walked out. This way, Dick. I have a feeling Linda ends up being kind of emotional.
Sorry, I don't have.
Broke the rules. Way to go, Gabe. You gonna meet it? Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have.
Need your phone.
All right, get your dad in here too, because it's the four horsemen, man.
You excited? Yeah. Good. Everybody's going.
Might as well. This line's going to take a while. We already got seats.
You guys all on for phone?
Excuse me.
Medium and triple X.
Where is he?
Gotta go up there. So we're here at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey for the 5th of the Misfit reunion shows, maybe the last, who knows? But we're here. It's been raining all day. Rain has stopped luckily. We're at the merch booth where everything seems to be selling out. There's could be some stuff inside, there might not be. Selling out lots of stuff, but there's a lot of people here, a lot of hype, and there's a couple hours. Misfits are going to take the stage, but of course we can't take any sort of photos inside, so it's pretty much all going to be out here. So it's time to put our phones in the pouch and head inside.
You said all the way when you look at it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming out. You take care. Get the fuck out of here safely. If we come back around, we'll see you again. If not, thanks, you dude.
That's Jason over there. He's in that thing over there.
In the back?
I can see him and Dingley.
Who's down?
See him. Where do we go?
I took pictures of people. I made my friends with people.
I actually got a supposed to support row.
Yeah, I was about there.
Oh, nice. I need water though. I was not going to pass out.
Dude, I need to.
Doing it all week.
Is it now? Like, I know, they were like selling out everything. Luckily, it was
All right, that's it.
That's
Show's
it.
all over. That's it. Misfits reunion here in Newark, New Jersey. It's all done. It was a great show, great time.
Yes.
If you guys dig this video put together showing all the crazy fans of 7th House, KOD, and all the different groups all over the place. Plus a bunch of people who aren't in any groups at all. So hopefully you see yourself. And let's hope there's more Misfit shows coming soon. Let's see.
Hopefully.